welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Zanele. If you are subscribed, thank you so much for all your continued support. If you haven't subscribed, press the subscribe button. What's important is that you press that notification button so you get notified every time I upload new videos and new content. So this channel was founded really around sharing of information, sharing of knowledge, and answering some of those questions that the internet sometimes doesn't answer. And also really just sharing my lived experiences with some of you guys that are either going through the same journey or some of you guys who are pursuing the same endeavors in your careers. What I've seen though is the impact that the channel can have, or sharing of knowledge can have. Not only is it developing me, but it's also an avenue where those of you guys that have more experience, that have different perspectives and work in other organizations, can share from your perspectives as well. And in that way, we're sharing information. It's really a ripple effect of developing one another and developing those individuals who are searching on the net looking for more information that may not be readily available. So if you really want to be part of that movement and part of that drive of skills development and sharing of knowledge and really helping individuals grow, then do join this channel and join this family, join this movement, and also press that notification button so you can get those notifications every time I upload new videos. One of the questions that I get quite a bit is around maintenance. So as you guys know, especially with those individuals that pursue engineering qualifications, they're very different avenues that one can look into and chase. When you're an engineer, you could either become a design engineer, you could work in operations, you can work in maintenance. Really the opportunities are limitless because they're engineers who are in marketing, they're engineers in finance, they're engineers in consultancy. One avenue that is quite common and very popular is in maintenance, especially those individuals that work in FMCGs or fast-moving consumer goods companies, those working in factories, those working in manufacturing operations, even those working in iron facilities, automotive industry. You're always needing an individual. You need someone who's going to look after the equipment that you use to build whatever product, whether it is a tube of toothpaste or a vehicle or an earth-moving vehicle or an airplane. So you do need individuals that are in the maintenance field, and engineers tend to be those that are sought after to look after the maintenance of facilities and of equipment. So one of the questions that did come up is, what is a typical maintenance structure? That's what I'll share in this video now. One of the things that are essential to know, especially when you're developing a structure, is to see what is the expectation of the output of that particular manufacturing facility. So you must remember that in a maintenance role, you are actually playing a customer service role because you're needing to make equipment safe and available and optimal and to work efficiently for the organization or the operation. Whether the operation is to produce, or the operation is to maintain, or the operation is to repair, or the operation is to upgrade. So whatever maintenance plans that you've got in place, you must have the customer in mind. I'll create another video on what maintenance strategies there are and which one is the best for which type of maintenance facility or operation that you've got. But for now, I'll limit this video to the structures and typical structures of a maintenance team. So starting with probably one of the most important people in the team is the artisan or the technician. So the artisans or the technicians tend to have a trade qualification. So they are the millwrights or electricians. They have expertise and insights on the mechanical requirements or electrical requirements, some instrumentational as well. And they do the day-to-day maintaining, the day-to-day repairing. So whether they go and resolve breakdowns, or they go and optimize the machine so that they run more efficiently. Artisans are very important. Between artisans and technicians, in some instances it's the seniority in the roles or seniority in the organizations that differentiates the two. In others, you might have someone who's more of a specialist in electrical or instrumentation control and electrical specialist, and that individual may be a technician and be the go-to person and may have a team under them, either someone who specializes only in electrical, someone who specializes only in controls, and they report into this technician. So artisans and technicians are one fundamental part of the maintenance team. It tends to be the higher number of artisans than technicians, and a higher number of artisans and technicians versus those in more leadership positions within the team. These individuals tend to spend majority, 90%, if not 99% of their time on the floor with the machines. They get their hands dirty, and they tend to be the ones that are always there when something goes wrong and do the fault finding, troubleshooting to resolve the piece of equipment and get it back to good standing. So the other role that often exists in a maintenance structure is what you would call either a foreman or a superintendent, or someone who manages the department. This is the individual that would then set the priorities for the department on when the breakdowns must be attended to, who's allocated to which particular job or role. This individual typically also has a trade qualification, might have more number of years of experience. This individual might also have been a technician once in their role. This is an individual who would then lead the team and lead the different day-to-day priorities, and even setting out the plans of the artisan team or the workshop. They would look at workshop safety, they would look at the safety requirements in the factory as well. They play more of an executional role, more so in leading the artisan team or the workshop team. Another individual, another role that is predominant and very important in a maintenance structure is your maintenance planner. So the maintenance planner is the individual who sets out the plans for your planned maintenance, your preventative maintenance. They would help you in your root cause analysis, or seeing if there are any trends in your breakdown maintenance. They would do the analysis on wear and tear and the wear rate or the running cycles of a particular, let's say there's a bulb that runs a certain number of cycles before it fails. They would then establish which equipment must run to failure. They tend to also look at the cost implication of breakdowns, the cost implication of your planned maintenance. They would then also direct the team on the condition-based predictive maintenance that is required. Seeing that it is more expensive, it would tend to be applied on your critical equipment. So this individual does all of that scheduling, all of that planning, bringing the teams together, not only the maintenance teams, but also the safety teams, the quality teams, the operational teams, and really coordinates everyone in making sure that the maintenance strategy is applied effectively and it is working. Where you're seeing that you're not seeing improvements in the output of your machines, or a reduction in your breakdowns or enforced deterioration, this individual will then take a step back together with the team and revisit the maintenance strategy and design and propose together with the rest of the team a more effective maintenance strategy so you have better output. Another role that you typically find is a continuous improvement engineer. This is the person that would then work together with the maintenance teams to improve. So this might be a design improvement. So you might look at the different construction of material for a different application. They might look at other suppliers and other designs for them to optimize. This individual also brings cross-functional teams together to make sure that you've got different perspectives in upgrading or improving the output. Usually they tend to find opportunities for waste reduction or efficiency in your operations, improving output or reducing the cost of maintenance, or reducing the number of breakdowns or the frequency of failure rates. You also have your maintenance lead or your head. This is the individual. In some instances you do have assistants or assistants to the engineer, but mainly you find a maintenance head or a maintenance leader. This is your engineering leader typically. This is the individual who would then hold your GMR 2.1 appointment. So this would be a competent person who looks after the end-to-end execution from safety, quality, your productivity, the maintenance of the entire plant. They would make sure the right resources, competent resources are in place. They would make sure the right developmental plans are in place, the right training is in place. They would obviously set out plans and work together with the rest of the teams to make sure that future plans are in place. So let me know in the comment section what additional information you want to know about maintenance structures. And remember to live your best life, learn as you grow, and lead for change. Be a positive influence. Ciao.